Hi, my name is Andrea. I'm going to be doing an arms race with you today. So we're going to just start off with like a nice little warm up and we'll get into our workout. So we can start with some marching in place. So just getting that heart rate up, just kind of march there in place. If you want to get really crazy, we can do some jogging in place as well, but we can just do some nice slow marching. Really drive those knees up, work those arms with those legs. Increase that heart rate. And then we are going to switch into arm circles here in a second. Since this is upper body focused workout, you just really want to accentuate all of those warm-ups just to get your juices flowing kind of. Okay, let's switch to arm circles. Okay, we can do some big ones. If you want a lower intensity, just so that way you're not rotating those shoulders as much, you can do some smaller arm circles, but just make sure you're getting that nice rotation in there. We're going to go forward a little bit more, and then we're going to switch to going back. Okay, now switch. Let's go backwards together. If you want to get your heart rate up a little bit more, we can do some toe taps while we're doing it, just so that way we're getting our legs warmed up too. Nice work, nice work. Nice, easy warm up. Then let's do a tricep warm up. You can either do the tricep behind and make sure you're not grabbing your elbows, but we could just grabbing either your forearm or your arm. Or we can also do our tricep one where we're grabbing the back of our hands. If you can't quite get there, just your range of motion will be your warm-up intensity level. Nice work. And then let's switch. Okay. Like I said, if you want to increase your intensity of just getting your legs kind of warmed up too, we can do some toe taps. Nice work. Just kind of get everything working together. And then we are going to do a chest warm up too. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our arms as far as we can, kind of push those scapulas together, kind of going farther back instead of just the side, and pushing it together. Do that a couple times, and then we are going to get into our warm up. So as we keep doing this, let me just explain it. So we're first going to start with some bicep curls, some tricep kickbacks, and then we're going to do this move called YTWL. So it's pretty much you're going to be using some weights, and you're just going to be putting your arms in those positions to mimic those letters. Okay, let's do it 3 more times. 2, and last one. Nice work. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start over here with some weights. A lot of these workouts, your intensity level is going to be based off on your weights. If you want a higher intensity, you can just pick up some more weight. If not, you can grab some lower ones, or you can just do body weight if you want as well. If you don't quite have any weights at home, you can find anything. You can get like a milk jug, book, anything like that. You can also get a towel and just kind of extending it together, or resistance bands, whatever works for you. So what we're first going to do is our bicep curls, and what we're going to do is we're going to have them right by your sides. So make sure you're tucking in your elbows. We don't want you to be like kind of going out here doing some chicken wings, but really tuck those elbows in, and just a basic bicep curl. Bring the weights up to your chest and slowly lower the weight. You don't want to be going too fast and jerking your body around. I'll show you from the side. Make sure we're kind of keeping a neutral spine. We don't want to be bent over. I mean, we can be bent over, but make sure you're not like arching your back or anything. So that nice neutral spine, and we're going to go up and down. Nice work. If we're kind of leaning over a little bit, we can tuck in that core. And nice slow movements. We're going to do this for a little bit. Nice work. On your way up, you can take a nice good deep breath in and release it as you're going down. Nice work. You can kind of keep your chin up high, nice and level with the ground as well. We'll do that a couple more times, and we're going to switch into tricep extension. We're going to do each workout pretty much for about like 45 seconds. Give yourself like a 15-second break just to kind of let your arms get loose and then get ready for that next exercise. This work. Higher intensity will be that bigger weight. If not, you can just drop your weight and then you can just do just the motion with that body weight. So let's do 10 more seconds. Nice work. Okay, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so you can either put your weight down, kind of shake it all out, just that way you're getting ready for that next one. And it's our basic tricep extension. So I'm going to show you without our weight first. You're going to be from the side. You can do a quick little bend over at the hip, but make sure you're tucking in that core and keeping that neutral spine. You don't want to be hunched over, kind of like the bicep curls. So you're going to do that. You're going to kind of go in that shrug motion. So you're going to lift up your shoulders, and then you're going to kick back and extend all the way. And you're just going to be doing this. And like I said, your intensity level, higher intensity, more weight. Lower intensity, you can do lower weights or you can do just body weight. So we're going to start with those tricep kickbacks. So I'm going to do it from the front. So you can have a slight bend at that hip, tuck in that core, kind of do a slight shrug at the shoulders with the weight, and then just kicking back. And make sure you, when you're coming back to your starting position, you are bringing your weight all the way kind of up into that, kind of in the chest area, and just holding it there. And then kicking back, make sure you extend that elbow. We're just going to keep doing that one. So same concept with like the bicep curl. Take a good deep breath in out of your starting position, and then kicking back and exhaling. Make sure you're keeping that nice neutral spine, tucking in that core. And if you want, we can also just hold at that all the way on that kickback, hold it there for a couple seconds and bring it up and just increase a little bit of intensity. You want nice slow movements. We don't want to be jerking our body around too much. Nice work. We got about 30 more seconds on this one, and then we'll take a quick 20-second break, and we're going to move into that YTWL phase. Nice work. With you bending over at the hip a little bit, make sure you're kind of getting a nice bend in the knees, so that way you're not locking them throughout this exercise. Nice work. Make sure you get that good deep breath in, and release and exhale. Let's do this for 10 more seconds. Let's go. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. You can put your weights down and take a good little deep breath in and deep breath out. I'll explain these YTWL moves. So what you want to do is we're going to start in a standing position. Have your feet shoulder distance width apart, and you're going to have your weights by your side, and you're going to bring them up, kind of like you're doing a little cheer position, where you have your arms out and you look kind of like a Y. You're going to bring them back down, and then we're going to go side raises. So now you're in that T position. You're going to go back down, and then you're kind of going to bring the weights out to the side, and then you're going to go into W. And then in this position, you're going to tuck in your elbows, and then with that weight, you're going to go out to the side into those two L's. And we're going to just kind of keep doing that over and over. So, like I said, higher intensity, more weight. Lower intensity, you can do body weight, or you can do go down in weight for you. So, to start, we'll do down by the side. You want to have your palms facing to the back, and then you're going to go straight up, just kind of keeping your elbows straight. If not, you can kind of go down a little bit, and it's that way it's not too much on those joints there. And then you're going to go down, and then bring those weights to the side, and then go straight up to in that T position. Go back down, bring the weights your palms facing backwards, kind of do a shrug, and then just bring your palms facing forward, back down. You're in this position, tuck in your elbows, and then bring those out to the side to that L and back in. So we're just going to keep doing that. Starting position will always have your palms facing the back, and then we're going to go into that Y position again. Nice work. And with this, you kind of want to make sure you're tucking in that core again as well. You don't want to be kind of just slouched over or anything. You just want to always make sure you're tucking it in, doing nice slow movements, tucking those elbows to the side, and go out. Nice work. And then starting position. Take one good deep breath in, go all the way up to the sky, bring those weights slowly back down to that T. Nice work. Okay, shoulder shrug-ish, and then we're going to go up. Palms facing forward, back down, tuck in the elbows to the side, and do that L. Nice work. Okay, here I'll do one from the side so you guys can see how my body is. We want to make sure we're doing that nice neutral spine pretty much throughout the entire exercise as well. You're going to go up to the side. So yeah, and then if we can't quite get it up to the side, we can always kind of go to like a little bit like a front side raise, not all the way full, but kind of like in between. And we can do that shoulder shrug, bring that weight up to the sky, tuck in those elbows, and then do that L. Okay, we're going to do this 2 more times, and then we're going to take a nice break, and we're going to start back over. So we got the Y to the side, T, shoulder shrug, and then bring those weights up, palms facing me, or to the front, back down, tuck in those elbows, and then that L. Let's do one more time, starting position. We got Y, to the side, we got T, shoulder shrug it, and do that W, and then tuck in those elbows, and then L. Nice work. Okay, let's take a quick little break, shake it all out, grab some water if you need it. Okay, and then let's start with bicep curls again. Okay, we're going to do some bicep curls. Grab those weights if you want the higher intensity, do body weight if you want that lower intensity, and just basic bicep curls. Tucking in that core, keep that neutral spine. Just bringing those weights up, nice slow movements. And make sure you're tucking those elbows into the side. Nice work, nice work. Take a good deep breath in on the way up, and out on the way down. Deep breath in, and out. You can get that nice little bend at the hip if you want. Keeping that neutral spine still. We're going to do this for 10 more seconds and then switch to tricep extensions. Nice work, nice slow movements. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can hold on those weights, loose everything up, shake everything out, and then we're going to start with tricep extensions. Okay? From the side, nice little bend at the hip, kind of do a shoulder shrug, and then we're going to bring the weights up to our chest, and then kick back. Extend all the way. Nice work. And kind of the farther back you go with that extension kind of will be also your intensity level. The farther you go back, you're definitely, as you push those scapulas together, you're going to definitely feel a little bit more. Nice work. Keeping that neutral spine. Can even put that head up a little bit from the front view with that bend at the hip, tucking in that core. Let's do this for 10 more seconds and we'll move into our YTWLs again. Nice work, nice work. Let's do this 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, put these down a little bit. I'm going to do this YTWL for a little bit without the weights to lower that intensity. Okay, so starting with our Y position again, we're going to go up, really extend, and feel that stretch kind of in your chest a little bit, and you can kind of feel it on the sides. So we go up, we're going to go T, out to the side, shoulder shrug, do W's, tuck in those elbows to the side, and then do some L's. Do this a couple more times. You got Y, to the side, we got T, do a shoulder shrug, and then do in the W again, and then tucking in those elbows to the side, and L. Okay, I'm going to increase my intensity a little bit. We're going to go to the weight again. We got over the head, palms facing front, back down where they're facing behind you. Bring the weights to the side, and then do our T's. Okay. And then palms facing backwards, do that the shoulder shrug, and then we're going to go into our W. Back down, tuck in those elbows, and L. Nice slow movements. Good deep breath in on our Y phase. Hold it there, and then bring it back down slowly to our T's. Good deep breath in. Back down. Deep breath out. Shoulder shrug with our palms facing backwards, and then bring up those weights to the side. We got our W, back down, tuck in those elbows, and our L. Okay, one more time, and we're going to go very slow and make sure we're kind of holding it up at the top, just to kind of give yourself a little bit more of a higher intensity in those deltoids. So we're going to go Y, hold it there, and then deep breath out, slowly move it back down. Okay. We're going to go to our T's. Good deep breath in. Hold it there for a couple seconds. And back down. Release that breath. Okay, shoulder shrugs. And then move it into that W. And lower that weight slowly. Nice. Okay. Tuck in those elbows. And our last one, take a good deep breath in for our L, and then hold it there, and then deep breath out and bring them back together. Okay, so you can put our weights down, shake it all out. I'm going to explain the next ones. We're going to be doing bent over rows. So from the side view, you want to have a more kind of a bend at the hip instead of like our bicep curls where it's a small one. You kind of want that bigger bend, and you're going to have your weight to the side. If you want that high intensity, you can do body weight and just kind of do the motion for that low intensity, and you're going to have your elbows all the way extended, and then you're going to bring the weight up to your chest, and then you're just going to be repeating that. So this is going to be our bent over row. Then we're going to take our weight, you're going to have them together, and we're going to do standing upright rows. And you're going to take it and bring it up as high as you can to your chest and hold it there. Make sure you're getting those elbows out to the side and then all the way back down. And keep doing that. Okay, and then we have one more, but we'll get to it once I remember there. Okay, so we're going to start with that bend at the hip. Have that weight fully extended. Neutral spine like always. You don't want to be hunched over because that's just not going to be good for you. So bent over. Bring that weight up to the chest. And back down. Nice slow movements. There we go. Oh, the last one is standing plate press. There we go. Now we got it. So you take a good deep breath in and out on the way down. Keeping that neutral spine. Keep that chin up, nice parallel to the ground. Keep doing it. And you kind of want to keep those weights close to your body. You don't want to be kind of going out here. We're just going to bring it up and back down. Do this one for about 10 more seconds. Nice work, nice work. Make sure that you do have a bend at the knee. You don't want to be fully like locking your knees as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? So for our upright row, we're going to have our weights kind of right. They're pretty much going to be touching. If you want, you can just put it down to one weight, and we can just kind of hold it together. You can have that that towel with you, whatever you want. And we're just going to be having that slight bend at the knee, kind of slight bend at the hip, but we're just pretty much going to be standing, having a nice neutral spine, and we're just going to be bringing the weight up to our chin as high as we can, holding it there. Make sure you get those elbows out to the side. Good deep breath in and out. Here it is with 2 weights. We'll just have them touching together, and we're going to bring it up to the sky. Slow movement back down. Nice work. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. It is a little interesting with 2 weights just because like you can't get your hands quite as close together. So if you also do have like kind of like a barbell, you can do that and have your hands closer together. Nice work. We'll do this for 10 more seconds, and we're going to that standing chest press, or the plate press. So I know some people don't really have like some weights at home. So what you can do is you can grab like a book, or just kind of have your palms just together. We'll finish this off. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. We'll put down these weights. So you can also use one of these weights at home. You can kind of just like have your hands interlocking together, and just kind of from the side view, you can just kind of be pushing it out and bringing it back in. Or if you have like a nice handy dandy book at home, you can do that. You can grab them, push them together. You kind of want to squeeze your palms into it, and you're just going to be bringing the book out and back in. This one you're pretty much standing, so just make sure you're not hunched over and you're just keeping that neutral spine like always, and bringing it back in. This one, it's probably pretty important that we're just making sure we're squeezing those books together, kind of push those palms in. We don't also want to drop the weights or anything. So, okay. And then here it is without anything. Lower intensity, squeezing those palms together. And slow movements, trying to extend your arms as far as you can out there and bring them back to your chest. Squeeze those palms. Bring it in. Nice work, nice work. Let's do this for 10 more seconds, and then we're going to do this thing one more time. And then we're going to switch to on the ground for a little bit of core and some upper body as well. Okay. Good deep breath in. And out on the way back to that starting position. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Shake it all out. Okay. Now we are going to go back to that those rows. So make sure you're getting that bend at the hip, nice knee bend as well, and we're going to go up. Bring the weights up to your chest and down. Nice slow movements. Here we go. Keep that chin high and parallel to the ground. Make sure you're keeping that weight close to the body. We don't want to be having them out too far. Nice work, nice work. Let's do this for about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to switch to our upright rows. Good work, good work. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we can use 2 weights, 1 weight, body weight. I'll be intensity level. So let's start right back here, and we're gonna, in our starting position, kind of feet shoulder width apart, and bringing that weight up to your chin, and those elbows out. Nice work. You can have that slight bend at the knee and slight bend at the hip, keeping that neutral spine. Nice slow movements. Okay, let's go again. Let's do this one for about 10 more seconds as well. And then we'll finish off with that standing chest press. Okay, let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you can grab that weight, grab that book, use your palms pushing together, and then let's just wait a couple more seconds, shake it all out. Okay, and now that plate press. So push that book together. You want to have your palms pretty much doing the same thing. You don't want to have them like kind of opposite. You want to pretty much kind of get like you're giving yourself a high five through whatever you're using, like the plate or the book or whatever. So we're going to go out. Nice work. Good deep breath in and out. Really pushing through that object. Mine's going to be that book. Pushing through to the other side. Okay. Nice work. Do this in a little bit more, and then we're going to take a good 20-second break, grab some water, and then we're going to go to the ground, and we're going to start with some push-ups. Then we're going to do some bird dog crunches. Then we're going to go flip to the other side, and then we're going to get on our glutes, and we're going to do some oblique rotations, and then we're going to finish off with kind of a bicycle, like fully extension of that leg, bicycle crunch. Just a couple more times. We got about 7 more seconds. Make sure you're pushing through to the other side. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we'll put down our weights, grab a nice little drink break, and then we're going to go down to that ground. So, push-ups, there's a bunch of different variations with it. For a lower intensity, we can get on our hands and knees. If you want a higher intensity, you're going to go onto your toes. You're going to be hitting different parts of like your chest. If you're going to be doing like wide stance push-ups, we're going to do narrow, or you can just do our regular one. I'm just going to be starting with our normal version push-ups. I'm going to go onto my knees. Make sure you're keeping that kind of like a neutral spine. You don't want to be tabletop in. You kind of want to have a nice flat slope. Okay, we're going to do some push-ups. And you're going to go down, up. And so on that way down, get a good deep breath in, and then release out on the way up. Keeping that neutral spine, nice work. We're going to do this one for about 10 more seconds, and then we are going to switch to our bird dog crunch. Nice work. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Okay, so for our bird dog crunch, we're just going to be on your knees and your hands. What you're going to do is let's start with our right arm. You're going to bring it out to the front. While you're doing that, you're going to be extending that left leg, and you're going to be kind of in a full line with your body. Hold it there, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring your elbow in, tuck it in as far as you can to your chest, and then bring that knee and drive it up to your chest as well. But make sure you're tucking in that core at the same time on that crunch. So, you can work our deltoids a little bit on this one. Fully extend that arm. And then do that crunch. Tuck in that core. And go to your starting position. Now you're going to alternate. Go to that left arm, right leg. fully out. Tuck in that core. And you're just going to keep switching back and forth. And if you kind of want to, if those two moves together, we can lower those intensity. If it's just a little bit too high for you, you can just do your arm and then just kind of do a crunch as well. Or you can do that one leg and then bring it in and tuck in that core as well. So we're going to alternate. Nice work. Good deep breath in on the way with your extending your arm and your leg. And deep breath out as you're tucking in that core and bringing them into your chest. Nice work. Let's do this for 10 more seconds. And then we're going to switch to flip over to our glutes. Nice work. Fully extended. And then that crunch. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. So now we're going to do our oblique rotations. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our legs together, interlocking. You kind of want to balance a little bit by bringing up your feet onto the sky. You don't have to go too crazy up there, but you can just like slide off the ground. For a higher intensity, we can grab a weight as we're doing those oblique rotations. Lower intensity, just body weight, and you're just going to be going to the side. So let's start with that. And if you kind of need to catch yourself, if you're kind of losing balance, you can put your feet down, and then you can still be doing those oblique rotations. Just make sure you're tucking in that core again, and then really rotating that your trunk. So I'm going to go down, doing this. Higher intensity, you can bring your feet off the ground. This one, it's kind of hard to kind of remember when to take good deep breaths in. So just kind of good deep breath in on one side. And then as you're going back to that starting position, take that deep breath out. Let's do this for about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to do our bicycle crunch. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. So for this one, let me move my mic a little bit. So we're going to go into that neutral position by laying down. And what you want to do is you're going to bring up your head. You don't want to grab your neck. You just kind of want to go to your head a little bit. And so our bicycle crunch, these are basic ones. And you're just going to be bringing your leg all the way out. And you're kind of going to be getting those hip flexors there with it. So if you extend it all the way down, you got that hip flexor, and you're going to rotate your abdomen and bring your right leg or right elbow to that left leg. You're going to be alternating. Nice work. Good deep breath in and out. Let's go about 10 more seconds. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. And now that we're gonna go into our standing position. We're gonna do a quick little 5-second cool down. What we want to do is we're pretty much gonna do from the beginning. Put your arms out to the side and bring them together. Nice work. Kind of give yourself a nice little high five at the very end. Bring it back together. Okay? We're going to do arm across the body. Hold it there. You don't want to grab at your elbow. Kind of grab at your forearm. And kind of push it down into your chest. And then switch. And go to the other side. Okay? Last one. Tricep. We're going to go reach to the back. Try to touch your fingers. If you can. Hold it there. 3, 2, and 1. And the other side. Okay. Hold it there for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, sweet. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.